Alright. Okay. Flying solo tonight. I'm sure I can do this. I simply need to... Trust in the game I'm playing, I suppose. Alright, let's get on back. Let's get on back on with the main quest. I did accidentally do a couple of steps in it off stream, trying to find some other things. So, bear with me there. Oh dear. Oh. This man needs help. It's Rover. Hey, Rover. I heard that Gulpuff feels ice cold and yielding to the hand. Is that true? Watch this. I prepared this Gulpuff observation journal with stickers on every page. Hey, Cookie Cat. Wow, so cool. And you even have researcher Baija's signature on the title page. Cassander, you've come right on time. I have a favor to ask. I am Shi Yuan. I teach Introduction to Tacit Discord Creatures at Jinzhou School. Do you know Echo Projector? Exactly. Echo Projector is part of the special outdoor lesson. We would ask for a resonator to cooperate as a volunteer. A volunteer agreed to meet us here, but he has not shown up until now. So you're asking me to play Gulpuff? Yes, we hope our students can observe and get to know TD more safely. Moreover, it seems Gulpuff is quite popular among our kids, so they kind of look forward to this lesson. I have prepared compensation for the volunteers, so you won't work for anything. Come with me, Cassander. We will be studying the migration patterns of Gulpuff today. This is the downstream... This is the downstream part of the river, and Cassander will play a Gulpuff swimming upstream. You will reach the destination with the guide of the buoys. The children will observe and record the behavior patterns of Gulpuff on the bank, and compose a report after the lesson. I'm sorry, Mask. Whoa, it feels so slippery! You're really in your element. Rover is so adept at playing Gulpuff. If we cook Rising Long with Gulpuff, it would taste so delicious. Oh, dear. Don't take it so seriously, Mr. Gulpuff. We're just joking. Haha, Mr. Gulpuff seems like a good name for Rover. Mr. Shi Yuan, could you take a photo of us and Mr. Gulpuff? Click. You took a group photo with the school kids. Thank you for your help, Cassander. The children all love you. Please take your compensation. May I turn to you again for similar sessions in the future?
Precision.
Hmm. Those seem like they would be the same thing, so just go with cheeseburger flavored pasta skillet.
Defense at the city gate has been strengthened. It wasn't like this when we came back.
Access pass is required if you're heading to the Norfall Barrens. That place is now off limits. What is your business, young lady? It's my third shift and you're still here.
It looks like our Ahoge is moving.
Oh, you must be the soldier on duty at noon yesterday. Nice to see you again. I'm a resonator and a trained martial artist. I can handle myself. Please, I need to go look for someone. I've promised the missing man's grandfather to bring him back. Would you let me through?
Be that as it may, I cannot let you, given the current circumstances. My apologies.
Well, everything seems fine in the city. Are things really that bad on the front lines?
That's why we must stay vigilant, so people in the city can go on peacefully with their lives. Besides, General Gian is currently there at the Norfall Barrens base. Dangerous as it is, he will keep an eye on every soldier, including the one you're looking for. We have already sent a report on your case. You could just go home and wait for the good news. What's the point of staying here?
I just want to say rip Yang Yang in that one shot she got Mike Wazowski'd.
Thank you, but I have already asked the patrol station for help and tried every method I could think of. Please let me through. I promised him, so I gotta give it my all. I understand your concern. I don't want to be a bother. Would it help if I hid my presence and stayed somewhere further away? How about 5 miles? Or maybe 100? Well, 1,000 might be too far, though. I wouldn't be able to see you clearly.
Listen, nobody knows when the soldiers will return, and even if they do, you might not find the one you seek. It's a dangerous road ahead if you want to reach the front lines, and you don't even have an access pass. Your access pass has been verified. Just you two?
The monk over there is coming with us.
Thank you for your help. I really appreciate it.
Given that we pulled her, we might as well.
I intend to
I really
leave the city
enjoy
with
the-
them, and they have agreed.
I really enjoy
Will it
segments
be
in
an
games
issue
where I
for
actually
you?
in these kinds of games where I actually have the characters that I would have in the story if this were a more traditional party-based game.
Well, it says you have the highest level of access, so no procedural issues here. Honestly, he could lead an entire troop out of the city with that access pass, and no one would question it.
Sure.
you're looking for the relative of a veteran, and you believe he's in the Midnight Rangers camp in Deseret Highland?
Mm-hmm, exactly. His name is Ji-yuan. I don't know him in person. On my way down the mountain, I ran into his grandfather who was looking for his grandson on his own but ended up lost. I couldn't just leave an elderly person like him out there. So I thought I'd escort him to the nearest city and make further plans once we're safe.
You're willing to go to such lengths with someone you don't know. You have a kind soul, Master Tianxing.
Oh dear. Give me a moment. I'll turn the alerts down. Hello, Tabupo.
It's all thanks to many kind-hearted people. Without them, Mr. Zhongye and I wouldn't have made it to Jinzhou. According to what I've gathered, Mr. Zhongye's grandson is very likely in the Deseret Highland. Thanks to your help, I can finally leave the city to find him. Of course.
I just need to get some more progress done on the main storyline here. Oh, I've unlocked this technically. I've unlocked the ability to be told about it anyway. Oh, yes, I thought I already... Oh, I forgot to put that in. Give me just a moment. Ah. Thank you for asking, Void Trapeser. I knew I was forgetting something. $1,250. There we go. Oh my god. Mm. Thank you. Oh. I mean, if if somebody sends me like a file of the cupcake moan, I might make it that. Might.
You don't look like soldiers. Why are you here? The frontliners are right up ahead.
I don't doubt you, Mask.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers.
A missing person. Juyan. The one you're looking for. Is he an average person? Not a resonator, I
I merely just... I haven't gone ahead and done these sorts of things myself, you know. I'm always a bit nervous.
Yes. Have you seen him? Is he all right?
But I'm so glad you all love the leather daddy outfit.
I met him once. He's not officially enlisted, but he seemed determined to join us. He's been secretly following our troops since last year. I think a quartermaster of the rear guards escorted him away, so if he's not in the city...
Thank you.
He must be in the rear guards camp. He can't be anywhere else. The actual front lines are right up ahead, and we, the Midnight Rangers, would never allow non-servicemen to approach and risk getting killed.
It is. The next time a hydrate is redeemed, everybody in chat should hydrate. Thank you, Tabupo, for telling everybody to hydrate.
Thank you.
Now, if you're heading that way, I have a request for you, my Outrider comrade. On your way there, you should run into 2 detection beacons. They just went offline. Could you go check on them?
Sure.
Great. I'll send the coordinates to your terminal.
Well, I'm glad you have decided to Oh, I'm glad you have decided to spend it here. Right. Oh, I'm going to change. Despite the fact that I have a team of 2 men and my son, I'm going to change. Oh, I'm not going to change. I need to upgrade them. That's right. Maybe the Shrinking Violet thing is all an act. Who knows? Oh, I don't have the resources for that. Oh well, I guess we'll have to deal with the men. I say that as though that's going to be a problem. What are you trying to get my attention for, game? You're just trying to tell me that you told me the sensor tutorial. Oh! Oh, this is what... Oh, I've reached 15. Okay, there we go. Oh, let's pull. Oh, a broad blade. I don't think I have anybody who can use that. Oh, how many of these pulls do we have? 3. And we're only going to get another 2 from this. Oh no, 3. We're going to get 3 more. Right. Okay, there we go. Everything is looking good. Oh, I was supposed to do it back there. This is what I get for not reading the instructions. Oh, sorry, man. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I was not even going to go in the right direction anyway. Oh. There's another training dummy nearby. At least. Oh, that's it.
Quality.
I'm sure you meant to misspell that.
Is that the beacon? Why are there so many people?
That was a bad camera angle.
They don't look like soldiers.
Greetings. What might interest you here? It's dangerous.
Nothing really. You see, we're just on our way south to the city.
Excuse me, about this detection beacon.
For the next for the month of Pride, every Thursday we're going to do at our normal time, which is 1 to 5 p.m. Central Standard. We're going to we're going to read queer visual novels that we will pull off of itch.io.
Run, everyone!
I've already got the first one picked out. It's one I've played before, but I cannot remember a single thing about it. Called Threads of Magic.
Hungry.
Other than the other than the concept, we are making clothes for magical girls.
Oh, please don't arrest us. We really had no choice.
What happened? Do you need help?
The battles are getting real bad up north, and we couldn't live there anymore. Figured we have to go back to the city.
Other than that, we'll sort of pick things out either from itch.io itself or through the streaming suggestions channel in my Discord server.
We ain't eaten in ages, and we're broke. Some of us can barely move, because we're so damn hungry.
Ideally, they're free, not a demo, and for the most part, gay, though we will obviously do some sapphic visual novels for one of the usual contributors to the channel.
Then we found some expensive-looking stuff here. Now that the military's out there fighting and nobody's really using these things,
I hope it will
we
be.
thought it might get us a few pennies.
A damage detection beacon might result in a sudden TD invasion from the direction it covers.
Of course, of course.
Our frontline troops would face attacks from both sides. Have you thought about the consequences?
We ain't got the time for that. If we don't steal, we'd starve to death before the tacit discords kill us.
You shouldn't be stealing public property. Please, return the parts. There's still some distance from here to Jinzhou City. Here, you can have my flatbreads. Oh, and here's some money. This should be enough for you to reach the city.
You're giving us all of these? Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, you! Come over and say thank you before you eat.
It was nothing. Master once told me, the sage takes care of all men and abandons none.
Watch out!
Yeah, I don't like the politics here. This is kind of as gross as the
A tough nut, ain't ya?
Oh, of course.
I just helped you. Why did you attack us?
You're not feeding us all with your bread and pennies. Hand over your goods and grub, or face the consequences. We ain't messing with no kids, but don't test our patience. Just do as you're told. Don't make it tough on yourselves, or you'll be lucky to leave in one piece.
I will not bend to injustice. Rover, Yang Yang, please, step back as I handle them.
Fine, you asked for this.
We're begging you, stop! We surrender! Take us in!
Odd. Hmm.
Why did you attack us when I already gave you food
That
and funds?
really 180'd so hard.
Do you have other mouths to feed, aside from what we see here?
They seem trained. These are not ordinary people.
Of course we're ordinary people. We just joined the Exiles recently.
I'm trying to decide, is this as gross as being able to tell Linus he's disgusting? Or is this more gross?
We done some wrongs. I tried to run from the patrollers and left the city, but dang, didn't know the battles up north were so crazy. Our new boss ran out of food before we could even figure out the camp. Figured we'd be better off just to go back to the city and get locked up.
Okay, this isn't the filthy immigrant narrative because they were from the city.
Then we ran out of food and cash halfway, so we turned to thieving.
This is simply the filthy poors.
We ain't got the balls to rob the army, but with stuff just sitting around, why not? Hey, since you're being so generous, how about you throw a little extra cash our way? There's a bunch of us, some injured too. Your first amount ain't gonna cut it for us to survive.
Like the thing is, the very specific thing is they just said, they're from the city. They are from the city. So what? I have no idea what we're supposed to be taking here other than, I guess this game hates poor people.
No, wait. What I gave them was more than enough for them to make it to Jinzhou. I used to travel alone when I left my master. I know how much it takes for someone to survive.
Game? Ew? Let me be charitable?
Hey, what's wrong with you, girlie? It won't hurt to give us more.
Pain comes with coveting. He who knows he has enough is rich. It was only meant to sustain you long enough for you to reach the city.
Game? Why are you punishing me with a lecture for trying to be charitable?
You don't understand, girl. You don't make money very easily in a time like this. If we can't find jobs in the city, we're gonna starve again.
I came from a seclusive place, learning the ways of the world from scratch. It's been a hard time, but even I have managed to make a living with my own hands. If you really can't find any job in the city, come to Liu Xian Tea House and ask for Jian Xin. I will gladly help you search for jobs and work alongside you.
Fine. We'll go.
Oh, God.
Hurry, move, let's get out of here. I'm not listening to this lecture anymore.
No, I wasn't trying to... Wait. Please put that down.
Quite the sharp eye you got. Fine, here you go.
Is this the only detection beacon you messed with?
Heck yeah. The first one we were trying to steal and you bumped right into it.
Really? Then why does that one over there seem broken too?
What is this? What is this segment
That ain't got
supposed to
nothing
be
do
telling
with
me?
us. It's been that way for ages. Plus, we ain't ever reaching it with all those thorns.
I see. You may leave
I need
now.
to check something. To click off of the game, I think. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
The military
Finally, an
base is not
actual
far
use
from
for
here.
the annoyed
Shall we
face.
fix the beacons before going?
Instead of something I just end up on by accident because I still always use my numpad. Father is disappointed. That's what this face is. I am disappointed in this. Well, to be fair, I'm not disappointed with anyone in chat. I am simply disappointed with this game.
As you wish.
It is quite authentic. Oh, hello. Oh! Oh my god, evil car.
Joint operation. Overwhelming power.
Oh, that was a miss.
Maximum voltage. Minor setback.
My time to shine.
The monk mommy's name was Jian Xin. I'll type it out for you. Oh, thank you. You already got it. Chaser Razor. Let's see this. Oh, yeah, evil possessed car. Oh, database level went up again. They are cool eggs. Oh, I can't... Rude. Rude that I can't claim the next reward.
The thorns are blocking our path. Weird. We'll have to clear them before we can reach the beacon. Oh, please be careful. They look sharp. Maybe we can find something nearby to help us deal with them.
I would have loved to be able to have seen them before I got here. Little under 2 weeks. Incidentally, now that we're out of this weird little segment, back to happy. Because the gameplay, while it is still strongly Genshin, is fairly solid in my head. This is still more immediately gripping. Also, again, 1, I have a son, and 2, a man with facial hair.
Master Tianxing, are you all right?
This is my first time on a battlefield. It feels so different here.
Do I have a mom, son, and a man with facial hair? Yes. Do I have a son in Genshin? No. I never had a son in... Oh, a son in Honkai. No, because there's only one male child in Honkai, and, unlike this ice-themed Chinese, boy, that ice-themed Chinese boy is annoying and a cop. In, like, the bad way. Obviously. Like, the bad way. The really bad way. The, I'm not even going to listen to you before I try to kill you with a sword kind of way. His name is Yanqing, you can look him up. He just looks annoying, too. Like, no. Well, yes, he's Caspar before character development, but also... Caspar is my son. He's more annoying than Caspar. His contribution to the Xianzhou Lafu arc
I know another shipment of supplies has just
is
arrived. I've confirmed it, but
attempting
it's
to
not
arrest
nearly
one
enough.
of your party
We
members
must reach out to the city again and demand more supplies immediately.
for the crime of existing. It makes
But the
sense in
approval
context,
process is
but
going to...
Tell them it's an emergency. We are working around the clock here. Any delay could mean the end of our defense. Do they not comprehend? Here's a list of what we need.
I'm going to screenshot this man because this man looks like Player 2 Shulk. Yes, I know he was trying to arrest Blade, but, it's Blade. Blade has it coming.
I'll talk to them if you can't make them listen. Now go, go, go! Move, move! What is it? Why are we still not done distributing these? You new here? Are you backups too? Wait, you don't look like one of us.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers, and they are...
Excuse me, one moment please. Careful! This chest holds vital medical supplies. If the wounded return and find no medicine, it's on you. Handle with care and precision. An outrider. So, you were part of the backup force, right? Now, I've got wounded soldiers coming soon, and you're just in time to help. Oh, sorry. Have to answer this. Yes? What is it?
We love a tired manager
An
trope,
overclocked
yes.
Resonator. Understood. I'm sorry, could you do me a favor? The wounded soldiers are being sent back from the front lines. We need someone to escort them to the medics, but I've got to deal with the overclocked resonator now. Could you please take care of them?
Oh, she would run a coffee shop like the Navy. I'm having trouble placing her accent. Is it British or Irish? Because it sounds like it could be both, or an American trying to do one or the other.
What exactly do you need us to do?
Just make sure they are safe. The medics will take care of their wounds. Thank you.
Or maybe she's supposed to be Scottish. Or maybe it's supposed to be Scottish. I don't know.
It's so busy here.
I need her to say the word three. If she says 3 or tree, we would know.
Supplies, medical care, equipment maintenance, personnel management, and logistics. They must carefully
You take that back,
manage
Mask.
these matters to provide vital support for our fighters.
So this is what a real war looks like. I had no idea it could get this bad.
Most people would never have the chance to witness any of this. It's natural for you not to know.
I'm scared where this is going again.
I think this is exactly what our military strives for.
Oh.
To ensure peace and safety for our citizens. It's a sacrifice made so others don't have to live in fear.
Maybe I should have gotten Aaron to make the face uncomfortable instead of annoyed. I think I've been here before. I cannot be expected to walk anywhere like a normal person if you let me run up walls.
Like I said, it's not a big deal. No need to fix me up. Let me go.
Please calm down. Your wound is still bleeding.
That's barely a scratch. You can't stop me. That's not bravado. My wounds can close on their own. It's my resonance ability. The medics should go take care of other people in need.
Stop squirming, will you? We're here because you need our help. Calm down and stay where you are. Please hold him still for me.
Sure.
You can't stop me, he said face down on the ground. Really, really he did.
Are you all right?
I'm okay. I'm just a little out of breath.
I wonder what vocal direction he got, because that did not sound like in pain. That sounded like moaning.
It's okay. I'm fine.
I'll go find a medic.
Thank you for your assistance. You must be tired. Please, take some rest.
They look badly injured.
Don't worry. They've received proper treatment now. They'll recover in time. Thanks to General Jian, we've seen a significant drop in the number of casualties. I've heard from veterans that soldiers used to be ordinary people, not resonators. The battles were brutal even back then, with the stench of blood lingering through the rain. But things have improved. Each injury represents countless tacit discords eliminated by our brave soldiers. Resonators in the Midnight Rangers are incredible warriors. Those who have to retreat from injury must have already taken out hundreds of enemies.
They are the ones keeping our people safe. What I've been doing is not worth mentioning compared to them.
Please don't put it like that. Without your help, we couldn't have helped so many wounded soldiers in such a short time. Now that they're all safe, you should go and take care of your own issues.
Thank you. May I ask where the quartermaster is?
The quartermaster isn't here. He's on the floor above, directing munitions distribution. Just take that lift and you should find him there.
Rover, where are we going next?
Here are some recipes for dietary supplements from my sect. They might help the wounded recover sooner.
Oh, great. You have my thanks.
This thing is blinking at me. Can I interact with it? No? Okay. I guess because it's during this story event. Oh, that reminds me. I want to get rid of that tracking thing. There we go.
Have you confirmed the inventory? What about the spare list? Sort out the consumables as soon as possible and check our communication lines while you're at it.
I would pick Madoka Yuri Jesus simply because I have not seen Dramatical Murder. I think he pins it down.
You deliver this list.
Given he has to pull it off for his second hit in his combo.
Where is she?
Excuse me. I'm an outrider of the Midnight Rangers. This is Rover, and this is Master Tianxing, who came here to look for someone.
Sure. Please excuse me. I'll join you later.
What are you doing? Oh, please excuse me. Thought that was a grenade. Is this a mangosteen? It's a type of old-fashioned explosive. The lament caused a global technological regression and shortage of resources. While tacitite weapons were being developed, most people had limited knowledge of tacitite as an energy source. As a result, primitive products combining old and new technology emerged. The hand grenade was one of them. With the rapid growth of tacitite weapons, these crude explosives were eventually phased out in favor of more advanced weaponry.
I know that there's, like, problems that you have to attend to, but thank you for the info dump. But, yes, as you can see, he throws it for the second part of his combo, so it must be pinned down, not glued. Or perhaps, because he's electro-themed, it's held on at an angle by sheer static cling. Oh, hey, it's the man.
Master Tianxing, have you found the person you're looking for?
Yes, I found Zhuyan. We will return to the city with the logistics team. We will go find Mr. Zhang Ye to let him know he is safe. Zhuyan is a man full of courage. Influenced by his veteran grandpa's tales, he longs to join the military and aid in humanity's battle against tacit discords. The journey with you has exposed me to immense suffering, but the battles on the front line must be even more brutal than what I've witnessed. Countless lives have been lost in this war. Master Rongfu once told me, the best sages gain enlightenment in the military. The mediocre sages gain enlightenment in the bustling cities, and the worst sages gain enlightenment in seclusion.
Look, I love a man in uniform as much as the next man, but, what?
I do share some of Juyan's feelings. However, Juyan disagreed with the intense training and tests required to join the military. He saw no distinction between ordinary people and resonators, and believed he could contribute on the battlefield, however small that contribution might be.
I don't like any of these dialogue options. Rude. Anyway, I'm going with this one. It seems the least bad.
Was reasonable to an extent, and I couldn't change his mind with words. So I tried to imagine what my masters would do. They'd set up a spar in this case, and if I won, they'd let me do what I wanted. I didn't mean to beat him up for nothing. My masters taught me valuable lessons through sparring, and I gained important insights from those fights. Now, who do you think won that fight? The shape changes, but not the forms. The more it moves, the more it yields. Less thinking, more knowing. Simplify for clarity. Yes, I pretended to lose, but Juyan saw it through.
I feel like this woman is trying to give me a bunch of ice cream cones.
After our fight, Juyan admitted he saw the gap between resonators and ordinary people. He seemed to realize how he was still far from being able to fight the tacit discords. He realized how he was just trying to convince himself that he could make a difference, not wanting to acknowledge his own limitations. Fighting on the battlefield requires physical and mental strength, and he was not yet prepared for that. I heard you two still have other matters to attend to. When you have the time, let's catch up at Liu Shan Tea House. It's my great pleasure to have met you.
Backpack. Oh, the mangosteen. Oh, right. Hang on. Oh no. What are you doing here? Why can I pull a character on the weapons? I mean, fine, sure, whatever, but... Right, what is your thing? Okay. Still not as bad as Baisha's. Still not as bad as Baisha's. I can't eat. Oh my god. They have to be. They have to be. They really have to be. Why am I running away from Yang Yang?
As running into Master Tianxing was a one-off incident. If the mangosteen indicates something about war, what is Madam Magistrate trying to convey? Have you thought of something, Rover?
I think.
So, Madam Magistrate wants to tell us about General Tian, or about the war against tacit discords. We haven't reached the front lines yet, but I can already smell the iron in the air. I sense tension and unease. Our soldiers stationed at the borders. I hope they're okay.
Yes, Rover is the term that they're going to use for us, whether to cover the name. Me. That's just my brain every day. Oh. Ow, that hurt my eyes for a moment.
General!
Hello. Hello. I really hope I can pull him before the end of the banner.
Follow the Qinglong to war!
Oh boy. Oh, I want to pull on his hair too.
Bide the time.
Why am I bad at dodging? I'm usually better at dodging.
Time to fight back. Fear no more. Retreat to advance. Time to fight back. Now. Wind Rider. Bide the time. Stop. Retreat to advance. Fear no more. Stop. Take the time. Time to fight back.
retreat to advance. Fear no more. Precision.
What's the matter? Are you all right? Oh, I was worried. You just stood there and gazed into the distance. You were unresponsive when I tried talking to you. What did you see?
It felt as if I was seeing through the eyes of a tacit discord. I think I saw what was happening in the Norfall Barrens.
An imposing warrior wielding the power of a Tinglong. The Tinglong is the Midnight Ranger's emblem. It's also the symbol of General Tian, the leader of all Midnight Rangers. The front lines are not far from here. General Tian must be there, fighting alongside our soldiers to keep the tacit discords away. It doesn't seem like a coincidence. We arrived near the battlefield right when General Tian was leading an attack against the tacit discords. Your vision. It might be what was happening on the battlefield not far away.
It helps that one of the first things I found out about this man is that one of his idle animations shows his armpits.
The battle itself is a clear sign of an anomaly. The streams from the Norfall Barrens feel more suffocating than ever. Rover, something on that battlefield must be connected to you. But I didn't hear anything, or sense any frequencies. Rover?
According to Baija, the leaf showed residual fluctuations of tacit discords. Those fluctuations pointed to a certain set of coordinates.
And that is Teacher Village in the Central Plains.
Yes, occasionally he speaks. Which means, also superior to Genshin, I don't think Aether ever speaks. I don't remember him speaking throughout all of Mondstadt, at least.
As I make myself reflect on my goals and plans, those voices in the streams become clearer, and everything starts to make more sense. Rover, perhaps you can give it a try.
Yay, finally. Yes, but busy with what exactly? Ah, fair, fair. Yeah, considering they pushed the women significantly harder.
This must be the place. I sensed something ominous from the leaf back there, but I couldn't pinpoint its source. And now, the hatred and pain is so strong in this place. I don't even need to concentrate to feel it. Rover, something terrible must have happened here. We have to be cautious. This is a tacit field. Let's take out those We have to be cautious. This is a tacit field. Let's take out those tacit discords first.
I don't think it expects me to be level 40 right now. I went out and I did a lot of exploration while since Saturday. Oh, the homophobic girl is a fanfiction trope. Basically, they're not actually homophobic. They're just sick of the will they, won't they between the gay people around them.
I think I found something, Rover. Watch out! Something's not right. Why wouldn't it attack us?
Brother. Brother. Help.
It seems to only repeat these lines. Tacit discords attack other living beings because they need to feed on those frequencies to make themselves whole again. When frequencies are scattered and recombined, a new tacit discord is born. This one probably devoured the frequencies of humans, turning the last bits of a human's consciousness into such monotonous mumbles. Are these words the last cries of someone innocent? Who is behind this twisted plot? I'm sorry. No, that's beyond my ability.
Humans.
I just sensed some complex feelings from it. A mixture of deep sadness and eager anticipation. Rover, I think I know what's going on here. It seems to be begging for help, but it's not asking us to help it. I can sense the pained cries of this tacit discord. No, the cries of this whole village. The village is crying, waiting for rescue. Something truly awful must have happened here, and the victims' reverberations still linger. Based on the evidence we've found and the condition of these ruins, that didn't happen all too long ago.
I love how my
I
eye
can
was drawn to
still
like
feel
the
it in
most
streams.
the strangest thing out of all of them, and it's treating me like I already looked at the rest of the stuff.
Perhaps the tacit field has kept this village from being discovered. Or maybe someone has been intentionally concealing it. Anyway, there must be something we can do. We may find the victims nearby. I can feel someone connected to what happened here is still close. I'll inform Chuzia about what happened here. Can we continue our search before the official investigators arrive? Sorry, I know it doesn't sound very convincing. It's just a hunch of mine, and I don't— Thank you, Rover. Please stay vigilant. As for the little one here, let's leave it be. The area is a mess, but it doesn't look like a war zone. Someone was hurt and dragged away.
On the homophobic girl trope, it is somewhat the best way to use a woman who is canonically paired with one of the men in your gay pairing, I mean, it's still a little bit of a raw deal to put the female character in, but you know what it's better than making her a hateful shrew.
Look, there are many footprints here. These are traces left by a fight. Someone was injured.
Someone was in. It just kind of looks like a bunch of paper was burned. I'm not going to lie.
Ritualistic wooden plaques. But why are they here? These plaques are usually placed in ancestral shrines, and they seem to belong to a different time. I remember reading about something like this. People held large-scale ancient rituals periodically in their villages, driven by certain beliefs.
I see. Let's check somewhere else.
Yes, he does. I love him.
These cards. The Fraxidus is likely behind it all.
The Fraxidus?
Yes. I don't know much about the Fraxidus, but as an outrider, I've worked on related cases. It's a group of extremists obsessed with fusing humans with tacit discords. They've caused terror attacks of various scales around the world.
Fusing humans and tacit discords.
We've seen signs of their presence in Jinzhou, left by lower-ranked members called artificers. Above the artificers are the overseers, leaders with eerie abilities and unknown intentions. They pose a far bigger threat. No one knows their true intentions. Some members speak of world destruction, while others claim they seek eternal power. And there is one particularly insane overseer. He's crazy even by Fraxidus standards. A man who sees no order and revels in destruction. I've seen similar cards in the physical evidence file of the Fraxidus-related cases. They belong to this one overseer I'm talking about. They call him Scar. If he's responsible for what happened to these villagers, who knows what kind of cruel and twisted atrocities he's capable of? Huh?
What?
Guess you won't need my self-introduction. Oh, I spent...
That stopped playing the voice line way too early. I wish he was a little bit more attractive.
If you need to hear it from me, then yes, I am Scar, cruel and twisted maniac. We deserve a meeting free of such disturbances, don't you agree? The girl, she's gonna sway your judgment.
Oh yes, I heard they took away his crotch zipper.
Aw, so you really care about her.
I wish, like, I think I wish his voice were deeper, or he was more built.
Don't worry. I don't plan to make you hate me just yet. She is safe now. Well, let's just enjoy our time together for the moment. Forget about that irrelevant person, will you? I have a lot to share with you. To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories.
Child 2. Okay, so I'll pull for him, get every standard 5-star instead of him, and then a few years later, in an effort to process that anger, I'll put him in a D&D game to be beaten up, and then I will suddenly have sympathy for the character, and I will adopt him as my own. Got it.
Indeed. I'll tell you then. Before you knew anything about this world, you were already the center of conflict. You are the unknown variable we've been waiting for. Forces have been fighting for possession over you. From the moment you opened your eyes, everyone you've met, including that girl you care so much about, they all knew how valuable you are. The world is a cruel place. You are a living, breathing person, but you're just a pawn to many. That's why I'm here, because I see you as a dear friend, and I want to tell you the truth. I am so sorry for everything you're about to face, but truth hurts sometimes.
So I'm just going to say definitively, I think he's probably going to be playable. Like, I don't see any reason for them to put so much effort into this design and then he's never playable. I do think if he becomes playable, it will be after he's dead in the story.
You could say I'm looking forward to your choice. My goal is simple. I just want to deepen our mutual understanding, nothing more. Come on. Observe the surroundings a little more and tell me what you see. As you learn more about this world, your true desires will surface, and our little game will become even more entertaining. And before that, I don't want anyone to disturb my precious alone time with you. That's all.
Gay.
Why do you have to assume we are the culprits? Maybe you should be asking me what actually happened here. I won't tell you everything just yet. That's too boring. As I said, why don't you take a look around and see for yourself?
I found Child more interesting than this. And I don't really care for Child Genshin Impact.
So go ahead. What do you see? Bravo! Didn't think you'd catch on to that. Now, what is the conclusion you've drawn? I see you don't really trust those villagers. So they were right about you. You are indeed quite exceptional. I like it. Your keen observation, precise judgment, and accurate understanding of human nature. Let me give you a couple more tips. The truth is far more complicated than you think. First, who are the players in our tale? An innocent girl, a revered leader, and a flock of simple villagers. Next, what makes up our main plot? False devotion, fleeting kindness, collective deceit, senseless killings, and the one vulnerable soul pushed onto a path of destruction by the masses. Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin. I'm eager to hear your version after you've learned more.
Oh, that's his little mark thing, like in the Eye of Sanhua, or on my son's arm. Yeah. All right, let's see. What on you is? Oh, it's the bells. Oh my god.
Huh? What is it? Are you back for some... No. I refuse. Oh, and don't try to threaten me. You're not in a place to bargain, remember? You don't want to disappoint me so soon, Rover.
Fine, let's figure out what this is. I'm actually interested in this plot. I don't... Boring. A crumbled page from a children's book rests on a torn piece of diary paper with childish handwriting.
Our story begins here. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, lived a flock of carefree lambs. In the day, they toiled for food. And when evening fell, they sought refuge from the looming threat of wolves. Fables. Stories told and retold through the ages. The ancient art of conveying hidden truths through fiction. But they always draw from real life, don't they? The same story gets told by many, and each person brings their own spin, their own focus. Whatever you learn from it is just one of countless different interpretations, like us now, caught in a carefully crafted plotline, a scheme I had no hand in. This village marks the beginning of my story with Jinzhou. So that magistrate led you here to meet me. Such a clever move on her part. One day, a shepherd visited the village. The shepherd brought them promises of abundance and protection. The lambs, drawn in by his words, soon lived in comfort and security. Nope, quite the opposite. The shepherd's arrival is only the beginning. With a wave of his hand, the shepherd could grant their every wish. His flock obeyed, bowing their heads, pleading for better food and shelter. They no longer had to struggle for survival, as their once meager lives were replaced with endless luxury. The flock worshipped their shepherd-turned-god, praising him and holding him in the highest regard. What's wrong? Does my story make you uncomfortable? Imagine you were one of those lambs, facing irresistible temptation and pressure from your peers. Wouldn't you bow down and beg for food from your master? Oh, so we agree already. You are right. But the world we live in falls short of our ideals. The shepherd still reigns, and the lambs have grown complacent. It's up to the two of us to make that ideal world a reality.
Okay. Oh, huh.
The lambs reveled in endless bonfire parties, celebrating their new god every night. Except the one little black lamb. As each night passed, it was the only one to notice how its flock was dwindling away. Rover, do you think someone would give you what you want without taking anything from you? I once believed that too. Thought as long as I paid a high enough price, I could get my desired outcome. But true equality is scarce. Always has been. The world was never a fair place. Wouldn't you agree? To receive equal retribution, one must give more and more and more.
You know, I can kind of hear Sylvan,
When
though.
every wish comes with a hefty price, people weigh their options carefully. When they can make someone else bear the price, they all rush to make more wishes. They don't consider they too may one day pay for another's selfish desire. Funny, isn't it?
Alright, so the people of this village were suckered by somebody and slowly killed each other.
Later, the shepherd openly blamed the black lamb for the flock's decline. On the next day, the white lambs welcomed the rising sun as usual. But the black lamb was nowhere to be found. The shepherd introduced an unspoken rule to this village. One that our black lamb violated by telling the truth. Suddenly, the once doting god stopped fulfilling wishes, because no more sacrifices were being made. After witnessing the black lamb's actions and hearing from their almighty shepherd, what do you suppose the white lambs did? Those oblivious lambs. Little did they know the most fearsome demon was right under their noses.
So they killed the child who was keeping the tacit discords away. What's in here? Anything in the background? Ah, yes. An update on that.
Well done. You didn't let any details slip. Now, I wonder, what is your takeaway from this story? Answer me and I'll reveal the truth of what happened. Who was the real culprit behind the diminishing number of lambs? Indeed, the direct culprit was the shepherd. He held all the power, fulfilling wishes at a price. The lambs knew the risks, yet succumbed to temptation. Unfortunately, in the face of such temptation, they disregarded all the hidden risks as disaster had yet to befall them. If they were given another chance, I believe they would still choose the same path. Inevitably, they accepted their fate and paid the price when their time came. Now, my second question. What price did the lambs pay for their wishes? Of course, as always, life was the most valuable thing they had to offer. Here's my final question. What happened to the black lamb? Don't rush, Rover. Take your time. What is the truth you've uncovered?
The shepherd was granting wishes by sacrificing the lives of lambs. The flock found out the truth, but chose to be his accomplices, and they willingly offered the black lamb as another sacrifice.
That's right! Little lambs cowered and huddled in their village, terrified of the relentless wolf packs. Until a shepherd arrived, bearing the gift of wishes and providing shelter and sustenance. Slowly, the shepherd gained control over the flock, and the lambs lived contented lives. But this is not the end of our story. The shepherd found the solitary black lamb in his flock and offered to grant any wish it desired. In exchange, he wanted one of its companions as a sacrifice. The black lamb refused, and it was shunned by its flock, left without shelter or sustenance. After the black lamb's exile, more lambs continued to vanish. The shepherd then blamed the black lamb for breaking the rules and withheld his wish-granting power as punishment. From the very beginning, the lambs knew the risk of making wishes. They too could become sacrifices for those of others. But they always believed it wouldn't be them. Meanwhile, some lambs reasoned that since they had already risked being sacrificed for someone else's wish, it was then only fair to pass on that risk for a chance at fulfilling their own desires. And so they continued to play the game. They all knew the consequences, but chose to remain silent. Fearful, yet greedy, they followed the shepherd's orders and made wishes again and again. Until one day, a brave black lamb spoke up, shattering the flock's facade, their illusion of a peaceful and happy life. The black lamb got in their way, and that of the shepherd's greedy pursuit, sparking hatred in their hearts.
Yeah.
Suddenly, they could no longer ignore the blood and ashes of past sacrifices littering the ground. How do you like my story, Rover? What really happened here? I suppose you already have it figured out? The black lamb who rebelled against the rules, and the white lambs who succumbed to their greed. The innocent maiden sacrificed, and the villagers who turned on each other in a ruthless frenzy. They had it coming. All the shepherd had to do was execute the rebel. That's how he kept the flock in check and maintained the status quo. Fun answer, but no. Not even close. I was never the shepherd. Never will be. You and I, we are the Black Lamb. The one who breaks the rules. Interesting, Rover. I'm liking you more and more. Well then, let's see if this Black Lamb is going to end up like you say. Welcome to the realm of endless chaos. Now is your time to think, Rover. What is the right path to take? Oh, you found us already. Shake and shiver, blink an eye. A flock of lambs comes passing by. Fleece of white, black, and red. Who's the sweetest one ahead? Watch out, my dear. Your pioneers are lying at your feet. Don't look back. Join them on this right path. And don't rush. One slip, and you'll shatter to pieces. Such speed! Such brutality! Can't you see? We are kindred spirits out. Tell me, do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking Black Lamb? If a sane person manages to survive in a realm of lunatics, would you call them the last one of reason? Or the sole apostle? Think about it! The shepherd is not the preordained embodiment of truth. Once he is gone for good, the Black Lamb can reclaim the trust of its herd. Then, eventually, there will be none left to be victims or abusers.
I don't even get what he was trying to say there. I was more focused on killing him.
Rover? Rover! I shattered Scar's illusion. That should have injured him.
Oh! Should I thank you for showing me mercy?
Stay away from him!
Didn't you promise to leave me some alone time with Rover?
With one condition. I do hope you haven't let that slip from your mind. Don't let your improvisation trouble others.
Look at you, rushing in to protect your precious, perfect movement. No worries. I know all the do's and don'ts. I don't need you to tell me what to do. Rover, it seems our happy little date must come to an end. But don't forget my sincere reminders. Let me know what you choose. An unexpected gift? An honest and open exchange? Or a highly risky gamble? The choice is yours. I know how smart you are. You won't make a hasty decision. We'll meet again in the not-too-distant future.
They're gone. Should we go after them? Oh, don't worry. I'm okay. Scar's resonance abilities appear to involve teleportation and the manipulation of space. He trapped me in confinement, and I could only sense that it wasn't far from here. It took me some time to break that barrier. Sorry, Rover. If only I could have reached you sooner.
Brother.
Huh? Why are you here, little one? I've never seen any tacit discord display such vivid emotions. The brother had mentioned. Could it be... Yes, that is a possibility. Since Scar had been here before, let's talk about it later. Rover, can you fill me in on what happened? It seems all the tragedies in Tea Tree Village were linked to that ritual. Making up stories based on real life to support his twisted beliefs? That does sound like something he might do. We cannot take his words for granted. Now, we must locate where the ritual took place and see for ourselves. What's the matter? Two distinct frequencies of tacit discords. I see. I can feel it in the streams. Over there. Follow me.
In the south.
Oh, hey, Sanhua.
They are unharmed. Please rest assured. As you anticipated, Scar did not try to kill them. Yes, I stayed out of it like you. Is everything all right on your end? Please be sure to stay safe, my lady.
Rover, do you still have the plaque we found earlier? The one broken in half? Yes, as I thought. I just felt a similar vibration from that direction. Please follow me.
Did it just tutorialize me on how to do an aerial dodge? How was I supposed to get here the whole time without having figured out that aerial dodging is a thing?
It's the missing half. We can piece them together now.
The water is going down. I can't believe it. There is such a big opening down here. How odd. How odd. This place should have been soaked in water, but everything is dry here. Even the vegetation is thriving. Did Scar do this? Given his powers, it doesn't seem too hard for him. That tree. It's stunning. It's almost eerily enchanting.
Please, save us.
Are you trying to tell us about something hidden here?
Oh, that's a person.
Where did it go? Oh, is that a diary?
Oh, I'm honestly, yes, I'm shocked.
That girl just wanted to save her village, but those sacrifices didn't lead to redemption. I guess the tacit discord we saw stayed here to convey her last Please excuse me. It's getting a bit too cold here. Can we head back? Sorry, Rover. I didn't feel comfortable down there. The air was heavy in that place, without any wind to speak of. But I could still feel so many emotions and desperate cries for help. I couldn't handle. The villagers were a complex mix of emotions. Hope, resentment, and despair. And as I read the diary, I could feel the intense sorrow and longing of its owner. What was the diary's owner longing for? Was it the peaceful life she once had? Or did she miss her only family? The person who pushed her towards such a tragic end? My apologies. I got lost in thoughts again.
Lost in thoughts? All alone, perhaps?
I wish I could say such tragedies won't happen again. But I still lack the confidence to make that claim. It was tragedies like this that made me want to become an outrider. To become someone with the strength to stop them from ever happening again. I cannot stop the lament, but at least I should do everything in my power to help those affected by it. Really? Thank you, Rover. Dwelling on it won't do us any good. Let's go. I'll compile a report on what happened here and send it in along with the clues we've gathered. Yes, let's go back. Together.
Yeah, this did not expect me to be, so high-leveled. In any case, we'll use this spot as the stopping point for today. See you tomorrow for Stardew Valley. And probably tomorrow night more of this as I push through the main quest line to get to ensure that I can get Jiang before he's gone. Thank you, Tibupo. In any, I'm I'm never good at these sign-offs. Have a good evening.